A green-tinted screen and Braille lettering pops up that turns into the white Lighthouse of Houston logo. The Sightless Voices Unleashing Potential cover art pops up on screen. There's a flash, then clips of Jennifer's eye, her walking down the hall, and reading Braille appear. A montage of clips from episodes of the podcast begins with Jennifer talking to our guests and smiling. It zooms in on the Sightless Voices Unleashing Potential cover art.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another fabulous episode of Sightless Voices Unleashing Potential. I am your hostie with the mostie, Jennifer Parrish, and today we are talking with someone whose journey reflects growth, resilience, and the power of community. Our guest is none other than Mr. Detrick Jones, first introduced to the Lighthouse of Houston as a youth participant in our programs, and now, which is awesome, the founder of a nonprofit that's creating real opportunities for young people and families. His story spans navigating vision loss, finding confidence and belonging, and then ultimately giving back to the community that helped shape him. So Detrick, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. To start off, why don't you just start by introducing yourself and then telling us about your vision loss journey?
Well, I was actually born with a condition called Cone Rod Dystrophy. It is a genetic condition. It's on my dad's side. And so my sight, I had a little sight growing up. And as I got older, it's just basically it's more like a dim world, so to speak. Mm-hmm. You know, not being able to process light like I'm supposed to.
And color too, right?
In color too as well, mm-hmm. Yes. Absolutely. And but you know, it's been kind of you know, it's like second nature, so to speak. You know, because I do a lot of things. I cook, I clean. I'm working on a cooking show called Cooking Blind.
Nice.
Yeah, for my Rumble channel on the Creative Energy Network.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Awesome. All right. Well, so before we continue and get into the conversation a little bit more, I'm going to describe the set for our blind and low vision viewers.
Okay.
We are seated in blue chairs with wooden tables beside us. Then behind us is a white brick wall with blue lighting and a glowing neon lighthouse sign. And so, all right. So let's get into it. So why don't you share a little bit about your early years and what it was like for you, and how your vision loss shaped your life?
Well, in my early years, it's like I was never treated handicapped, so to speak. Mm-hmm. You know, my family, they always been supportive, so we always I did everything everybody else did. I got in the same trouble everybody else got into. And so, you know, and school was excellent. Mm-hmm. I really had a good school career.
So did you all of a sudden lose your vision? Like, was it gradual? Were you born with?
No, like I said, I was born.
Okay, got it. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lady Gaga says.
Yes.
Okay, and you said to school. So did you have like a adaptive? Like a
yes.
blind teacher. I forgot the actual term. VI
teacher. Yes.
Exactly. So you had one.
Yes, I had one.
Where did you go to school?
I got a VI teacher when I transferred to Stovall Elementary.
Okay.
I had got a VI teacher. When I was in kindergarten at Stevens Elementary, that's when I was introduced to the CCTVs.
Yes.
And
game changer.
It is. And so that's what I used throughout school. So when I got to my new school, they didn't have it. And I was like, oh. So when I got a VI teacher, then she made sure I had that. She made sure I had she taught me the Braille. And so I learned how to do the Braille, type it and read it. And I mean, like I say, it was a good journey. You know, then I got O&M instructor to also come to the school as well. That was fun.
Yeah. Help you get around a little bit better, huh?
Oh, yeah, help you get around the community. We always went out into the community, so that was very fun.
Mm-hmm. They take you to the stores and try to get you to ask for assistance or do that whole thing? Or
Oh, well, yeah. Mm-hmm. My first VI teacher was Betty Corton, and she was wonderful. Mm-hmm. And I had her up into junior high.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. Awesome. All right, so, and then you were a part of the Lighthouse's youth and teen programs. So, and I just found out that I knew you back in the day when you were in those programs. So,
yes.
Tell us about what you participated in, and then what those experiences meant to your confidence, your independence, and then your sense of belonging.
Well, let me start. I mean, I've been doing these programs, like I say, since I was small. I've done 3 years in a row summer camp at the Texas School for the Blind.
Mm-hmm. I did too.
So
it's fun.
It is. So the vocational, they teach you everything.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I had fun down there, and so coming and doing the summer transition 2001 was not much different. It was a good experience. I love to work anyway, so it was a good experience. They taught you assembly work, they taught you teamwork, and I really enjoyed it.
Were there any particular moments or mentors that had an impact on your growth and shaped the leader and the community advocate that you are today?
Well, actually, when I was in summer transition 2001, outside of Miss Zanders, I really looked up to her. Mm-hmm. There was another staff member. Her name was Irina Franklin, mm-hmm. and we became real good friends. And she was a real good mentor, because after I left summer transition 2001, I got a job with Airmark, and so I was working at when we had the Compact Center.
Yeah.
In the NRG, so I was working there, and she helped me. She helped me open my first bank account. She did a lot for me.
Yeah.
She really did. As far as growth and showing me how to maintain and manage my money properly when it comes to working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we all could use a little help with the old getting started with the finances and stuff like that when we're young. I know I needed a little.
Oh yeah, my first bank account was from Washington Mutual.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. All right. Well, let's get into your nonprofit, because I really want to know about that. So can you tell us about what it is? What inspired you to create it? What kinds of programs or services do you offer? And who do you support?
Well, actually, in Creative Energy, we support some of everybody. We're an art platform. And I love art. I mean, I just love working with my hands. Whether you sing, dance, sculpt, paint, write, as I'm a writer as well. Like I said, I cook. So rather you do that, we work with people from 1 to 100. It makes no difference. If you have an art talent and you want to get it out there, that's us.
Nice.
So we do a lot of things. One of the things I done a few years ago, with the cook and pastry, I done in the apprenticeship program. And so that was one of the things of getting people in, to train them to do that, because cooking is an art.
Definitely. Especially when you're blind.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Blind cooking is another thing entirely.
Oh, no, it is. And what I like to teach for blind cooking, and I say this, when I'm actually working on cooking blind, is one of the things is confidence. As a blind person, you have to have that confidence. You have to know that you know that you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
or else you're going to burn your hand off.
You're going to burn your hand off or whatever. But
I laugh, but it's true.
No, it's true. It really is. It surprises me, because, I'm well in the kitchen. I know my way around the kitchen. It surprises me that people, the blind community, like, oh, you cook? I don't think I could do that. Oh, but you could.
Yeah.
You could. I also plan on starting a life skill training program for the blind. And that way they can get that confidence to navigate themselves around their kitchen and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So Creative Energy is the name of your nonprofit for those folks out there that want to kind of get in touch with them.
Yes.
What's the exact? I know you do art and cooking and all kinds of stuff. What's your mission?
Well, my mission is to really just get people talent out there. Like I say, the confidence, the talent, because as we grow through this life, there's not much creativity like it was when we was growing up. Mm-hmm. It's just everything becomes so commercialized. So I want to go back to the fundamentals.
Mm-hmm. Okay, talk about that.
Well, okay, I don't know if you remember. Okay, I don't know if you remember, like, when you used to go during the holiday season to the mall, and I mean everything was just lit up and twinkling. And
It was an experience.
it was an experience, and you don't have that anymore. I mean, you know, you used to see department stores getting into the spirit. I mean, it wasn't nothing to walk by a department store window and be like, wow, that's creative. You know, they don't have that anymore. It's just like people lost their magic, so to speak.
Got it. So why is this work so important to you personally, and how does community support help fuel your mission?
Well, it's important to me because, again, I love art. I love, you know, working with my hands, and I love creativity. And so to see something you created, you know, or to be able to use your hands to create something that people didn't think that you can create, and they say, wow, you created that, you know, and it's like, it's very fulfilling to, you know, have someone to notice what you do.
Absolutely. Some individualization.
Yes.
Right. What do you hope young people gain when they participate in your program?
Oh. Again, I speak about it a lot. I hope they gain their confidence. I hope they gain some self-worth and dignity about whatever it is they do or whatever it is they want to do. I hope they gain that, because the youth today is, in a sense, almost lost.
Right. Lost in the screen, right?
Yes.
Lost in the screen.
Yes. I mean,
Get off the screen, folks. Let's go outside and touch the grass.
Exactly. If technology was to shut off today, there'd be so many people that'd be like, which way did he go, George? Which
Exactly.
way did he go? Yeah.
All right. So outside of your nonprofit work, because that's not all you do. So what are some of your passions and your hobbies that keep you inspired?
Well, like I said, I like to write. I have a script I wrote. I haven't gotten anything published. I also have 2 novels that are in the rough draft stage. And
Writing books.
oh yes,
Nice.
Oh, yes, I love, because I love to tell a good story.
Yep.
And so, you know, that's it. And then as well as, you know, trying to put a good team together in a sense to kind of get things done. A lot of things. I also work with the organization called TOP, which is a community reform organization. And it's a good group. I mean, you know, you learn a lot through them as well. And another thing I'm working on, working with some associates of mine. Matter of fact, I brought her to the Lighthouse. But I'm working with her because they are licensed to do tiny homes. And so I'm working on a community for the blind, because, you know, a lot of people, even though you have a set income, so to speak, you know, you still want your own. And so that's kind of the goal we're trying to reach.
100%.
Yes. And so I think tiny homes will be perfect for, you know, the blind. And we working with, you know, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and 3 bedrooms. And that's pretty good for the blind because they don't have a lot of, you know, not to say a lot of space, but it's easier for, you know, to navigate and things like that.
A smaller area, smaller footprint. So you're developing a tiny home community for blind folks.
Correct.
Nice. How would they be able to get into this? Is this just in the infant phase, or, you know, is this something we can give people some information about?
Well, it's in the infant phase right now.
Okay, got it.
I have done the diagram. Believe it or not, I've done it out of Legos. I love Legos.
Nice.
And so we're kind of now we're working on the getting funded stage right now to do exactly what needs to be done.
That's a challenge.
Oh, well, you know, there's a lot of good programs out there now. You know, that's one of the things I like is real estate. So they have a good home link program that's just started. I mean, it's like about a month and a half old, but it's good for people that want to buy their homes that's because your job is your credit. So, and it's a 100% loan, and you got like a 95% chance of getting it. So yeah, it's that's one of the programs that we are dealing with that's going to help us get these things together.
That's awesome. What keeps you motivated? Like, what's your why behind what you do?
Well, that's a good question because it's just, I don't like to sit idle. I mean, you sit idle, you
see that.
bored, and, I don't like the days where you sit and you kind of looking like that.
Yeah.
I don't,
Yeah, you're one of those can't sit still people,
no,
right?
exactly.
That's wonderful. I admire you people. I'm a sit still girl.
Oh, yeah.
No, I get it though. That's awesome. It's very, very cool. That's very, very cool. What do you wish that sighted people understood about how blind and low vision individuals enjoy their hobbies and explore their interests and live full and vibrant lives?
I tell sighted people, everyone I talk to, I say, you want to understand what's going on with the blind, then go work with them. Go work with them. I mean, you can get extensive training to understand what we see or don't see. Because in a sense, we see more than sighted people because we are more aware.
Vision is not just eyesight.
Absolutely. So that's what sighted people need to understand is being aware. It's just like the military. The military teaches you how to use all your senses. And so it's like, oh, you lost your sight, so all your senses enhances. It's not that, because your sense can enhance too if you just learn how to use them.
Absolutely. Well said. Detrick, your journey is so powerful, from growing up in the Lighthouse programs to building a nonprofit that lifts up others to finding joy and purpose in the passions that make you who you are. It's awesome, all the stuff that you got going on. So before we shut it down today, what message of encouragement would you share with another blind person who's going through the vision loss journey and is searching for direction or hope?
Gain confidence and just do it. Because
just
you can
do it.
Yeah, just do it. You know what I mean? Whatever you set your mind to, just say, okay, you know what? I can still do it. Or I can do it. And don't let anyone take your independence.
Preach.
Do not let anyone take your independence, because you can do it just as well as they can do it. It might be more of a challenge, but you can do it.
Well said. All right, Detrick, thanks so much for joining us and sharing your story today. This has been awesome. Thank you. To our listeners, be sure to check out more episodes of Sightless Voices Unleashing Potential. Do that. Follow the Lighthouse of Houston on social media, and also visit us at www.houstonlighthouse.org to learn more about our programs and services. Until next time, keep breaking those barriers and stay empowered.